So this will be your project where you will be talking about your homepage in the sense where we'll talk about the summary of whole project or whatever the services we are providing. Here I added the date range. Okay, from this date range you can change your values and other things. Okay, so this will be our date range. Then total amount, how much amount people have transacted to PhonePe app. Then next is failed payments. So before coming on failed payments, let's talk about the total transactions. So these are total transaction for the time period that we have selected. Hello everyone, hope you are doing well. In this video we are going to create a project on PhonePe database. Now let me tell you, I have created one project earlier on Ola. One of our viewers has used that project in his resume and he got the job from a Malaysian based company as an analyst. So you can use this project also in your resume. This is a super easy project. Super easy in the sense you need to work on it, but yeah, it's understanding, it's easy to understand and other things. Okay, so in this video we are going to cover a Power BI dashboard with 5 pages of dashboard. That will be a kind of a report plus dashboard where you will be able to access everything. It will be a interactive dashboard where you can like change the values and other stuff, whatever will be there, that we are going to see. And let's see how you can create this dashboard. All the links will be in description. For example, if you want to download a dataset for this project, then you can just click the link in the description. It will redirect to our official website, where at the end of that blog you will find the links of dataset from where you can download everything. The dataset you can download, the images you can download, everything you can download. Also you can check out the demo of this project over there. Okay, so I hope you'll understand this everything. You'll use this project in your resume. So let's get started. So guys, right now you can see on the screen, these are few requirements given by my manager to me, and I need to solve this by using Power BI dashboard. Means I need to create a dashboard using these requirements. Plus he has given me a sheet. About that we'll discuss in detail, and there are few services. Now let's understand what is the requirement. So we'll get the data from the manager and we need to create one Power BI dashboard. Now here are some conditions that he has given. Now let's understand. First of all, we are talking about PhonePe app. In PhonePe app there will be multiple services which you will get to work on. Means there will be UPI payments, there will be insurance payments, there will be a loan payments, and lots of things will be there. Okay, so like that we need to deal with. First is our insurance thing, number second is loans, third is money transfer, and fourth will be recharge and bills. The data will be given to us and we are going to solve that for sure, but let's understand what we are going to create here. So there will be four services, and for those four services we are going to create a dashboard. Now here is the rough structure that I have created, but let's understand how you can create this rough structure before creating any project. Okay, now according to the requirements we have to mention date range for all the services. Okay, so this is the section where we'll mention the date range for all the services. Okay, now all the services in the sense will create a 5 tabs. For that, this date range will be common. Okay, so date range is one thing that we are going to create or we are going to add here. Okay, number second is total amount for the series for the service. Okay, total amount for the service. Now I am talking about the home page. That means a main page where all collective things we are going to show. It will not be dedicated to insurance, loans, or money transfer or recharge and bills. It will be a total summation or a summary of all, and we are going to show that at home. Okay, so that's why here it is showing total amount for the services. So here we are going to show the total amount thing. Okay, this is second thing. Now number third is asking total transactions versus amount. So we have to show total transactions versus amount. So total transaction is this. Okay, total transaction is this. We are going to show total transactions, and this will be one amount versus that thing. That is our fourth condition. This total transaction versus amount means just we need to show this thing. Okay, and total transaction versus amount will show in the specific thing. For example, I'm adding here screenshot from the dashboard I have created. I'm going to explain you in properly so that you should understand the basics of the project. Then you will be able to work on it. So I am taking this screenshot from insurance thing. So insurance dashboard I have created, and in that I have mentioned here total transactions. How many transaction has done for any insurance, and what is the amount related to that. For example, here in insurance there are 4 insurance. Number 1 is term life insurance, number 2 is car insurance, number 3 is bike insurance, and 4th is your health insurance. Okay, now you can see here, if you talk about term insurance, then the number is 12,593 is the like total transaction happen for the term insurance, and the amount is 129 million. So this we need to show for each and every services. Okay, but we are not going to show this on the home page because there will be a collective summary of each and everything. Okay, this is clear. Now next is amount versus month that we are going to show here. This is our amount, okay, versus date. So here on our y-axis amount will be there, here amount will be there, and here our date, or you can say month, will be there. Okay, so these things will be here, and you can like just go through out of it. You can take this screenshot and everything, and then you can start working on project. Okay, next is payment status, failed payment status. Okay, this is one more thing which is failed status versus failed payment reasons. So because the PhonePe app is totally dedicated to phone online payments, so it is very important and crucial point for that company to track their total transactions, how many transactions are getting successful, how many are getting failed, what are the reason. Let's say if you are seeing, I'll show you why we are creating this project. First of all, this is PhonePe project, right? Their total, they will be 100% focused on their transaction. What is the status of the transaction? Let's assume a company, any company who is providing online bill, like bill, you can go and you can pay your bill over there, and your transaction is getting failed for every time, and this thing is happened with millions of users. They will not use that app again, they will refrain to use that app, they'll choose for alternative. So it is very important for these kind of app to monitor their failed payments. Okay, there are multiple reasons why payment will get failed. We are going to discuss that also, but yeah, so dashboard will be totally dedicated to this thing, how many transactions are happening, how many amounts are getting been transacted, and what are the reasons of payment failure. Okay, so these things we are going to show on our project. Okay, now I think it's clear. Now one more thing is amount versus service versus amount. This thing I have added by myself because it's sometimes it is like you can add your point also to give more clarity. So I'm adding this thing. Okay. Now let's talk about the services. As you know, we have these 4 services. Okay. Insurance, loans, money transfer, and recharge bills. First will be our homepage where all summary will be there. Number 2 will be our insurance. 3rd will be our loans. 4th will be our money transfer, and 5th will be recharge and bills. So 5 tabs will be there, and we are going to work on each and everything. So if I want to show you the project, how it will look, so the project will look like this. For example, now I have created this project already, because whenever I wanted to create a project, I wanted to show you guys, I wanted to teach you guys how we can create a project. I need to create each and everything from scratch. I need to do it 2-3 times with myself first to understand the project, because see, not every project will be in structured way. Okay, sometimes you will think this thing or that thing, you'll add, and the final product will come. This is the final product where I have done this project 2-3 times and I got something new and I added to that. Okay, so this will be your project where you will be talking about your homepage in the sense where we'll talk about the summary of whole project or whatever the services we are providing. Here I added the date range. Okay, from this date range you can change your values and other things. Okay, so this will be our date range. Then total amount, how much amount people have transacted through PhonePe app. Then next is failed payments. So before coming on failed payments, let's talk about the total transactions. So these are total transaction for the time period that we have selected. Then these are the total payments. Okay, Now out of the total payments, these many failed payments are there. Okay, so if you add these failed payments to the total payments, then it will be a total transactions. Okay, so if you add this two value, you will get this value. Okay, 2 to 3k. Okay, now failed payments, the failed payments reasons are here, so you can check why the payment is failed. So here the reasons are mentioned, which is server error, wrong pin, inefficient balance, wrong info, or bank denied. Sometimes bank server will get disconnect, so whatever the reason will be there, it will show us here. Okay, and as soon as this failed payment will increase as compared to our total payments, then it's a indicator for the company that something is going wrong, we should look into it. Okay, so that's why these projects or these reports are very important. So whenever you'll put this project in your resume, you should mention this is the main thing to track failed payments. Okay, the indicator or the solution of this project to give a correct idea and a very prompt response on failed payments. Okay, overall we are adding other information also, so that will also help. For example, we are talking about amount versus month, so here we are getting to know in which month which how much amount has been transacted. So one more thing is, you can replace anything with your own creativity. It is not important you need to show amount versus month, you can show transaction versus month, you can create anything. See, this is my idea, right? Your idea will be totally different, so you can do that thing. Next is our service versus amount, where I am showing loans, insurance, money transfer, and recharge and bills. So how much amount they are like contributing in this. You can here show services versus transaction, it's okay. Okay, now I have created these tabs which we are going to look at. I will explain the home page to you, and max to max two more services. Remaining services you can work it on so that you will get some experience. If you are having some issue, you can drop the comment below. Okay, we'll able to solve those problems. This icons and this everything I am going to share you guys with in description. So how you can download those things. So basically I'll put the link of my blog, where you will find a whole article how to do these things, and all steps will be given over there. Then at the bottom you will find a data set for this project, where you can download multiple type of data sets. See, my laptop is very high end, I have 16 GB RAM and everything is proper. Few students will be there who don't have this power, this big laptop, or don't have that much of power in their laptop. Then they can go for short data sets. Let's take example like 10,000 rows or something. I am like dealing with almost 2-3 lakhs rows right now, so you can go for smaller data sets. It's not a big deal, it's totally depend upon your laptop. At the end of the day, you need to like perform some operations. It doesn't matter how long or how big the data set is. Okay, so you can go there, you can find the options to download the data set. You can download according to your laptop or your PC capacity, and then you will find one more file where I will give the prompt of this dataset. If you want to create your own dataset, then you can write that prompt in ChatGPT, you will get the fresh dataset. And third thing, I'll add all the icons, whatever images I am using. For example, this PhonePe logo, this insurance, loans, money transfer, this bill and recharges, this logos, whatever it is there, I will share with you guys. So don't worry about it. Okay, so I think that's it. Let me show you all the pages I have created. So this is first is our home. Okay, I explain this. Then number second will be our insurance. Number third will be our loans. Number fourth will be our money transfer, and fifth will be recharge and bills. Okay, so whenever I'll create any project, then this will be our blank page. The blank page will look like this. Okay, now I'll show you how we can create our project like this. Okay, now let's discuss about the data set we are having. Okay, now let's understand the data set we are having. So we are having 6 tabs. First is all users, where you will find the user ID, name, age, and joining date. Okay, then it's all transactions, means everything, whatever transaction are here in bills, money transfer, loans, and insurance, everything will be here. So here almost 3 lakhs rows are there. Okay, 3 lakhs rows are there, and this you need to like use for your home tab. So I created this specially for home tab. So basically what I did, so I created the raw data for recharge, bills, money transfer, loans and insurance. Then I have clubbed all the data into one all transaction tab, so that I will create a home tab for easily. Again, I no need to use DAX and this thing. That's why I simplified that thing. Okay, you can create, means it's up to you. If you want to go in depth, then you can go for that. Okay, now let's talk about the all transaction things. In all transaction, you will find the transaction ID, amount, user ID, service, then service type, payment status, reason and date. Now let me explain one more thing here. So if I apply filter over here and if I select one thing which is recharge, so let's select recharge. Okay, so in recharge I have selected, and then I'm talking about what options I'm having. So in recharge we'll have option for cable TV, DTH recharge, FASTag recharge and mobile recharge. So like this you will find the sub service, means in service you will find the sub service. Okay, what kind of recharge or what kind of what kind of loan you want. Let's say, let's take an example, money transfer. So for money transfer there are multiple options. You can transfer money to mobile number, you can transfer money to QR code, you can transfer money to self account, you can transfer money to UPI ID. So like this you will find options here. Okay, so I'm removing the filter. Then recharge and bills, this is individual data for recharge and bills, where your transaction ID is there, user ID is there, then what kind of recharge type is there, then amount, date and payment successful, and what is the reason behind it. Okay, then money transfer, same thing. So difference will be only this type. Okay, what type of recharge it is, what type of transaction it is. Okay, service type. Money transfer, what type of transfer type is it. Then loans, what type of loan type is this, and insurance, what type of insurance is it. Okay, so like this you will find everything over here in this data set, and we are going to use it. It's super easy. I am going to explain you each and everything. I hope you understood this thing at least. Then we'll start with our Power BI project. So what you need to do is just open our Power BI. Okay, just go file, then you can create a blank report here. Okay, just like I'm creating, I'm closing this old one. Okay, this is your simple procedure you are going to do. Then I'm clicking on here and then going to canvas background. Now here I'm selecting a color which I wanted to select, this color. Okay, because the PhonePe is having purple color in logo, so I wanted to create a dashboard in purple. So like this I'm doing. If you want to like, I want to like make it little lighter side, so I am selecting color from here. Okay, it's okay for me. Okay, or I'll do one thing, I'll go to my old dashboard, I'll go here, I'll go to more colors, I will copy this number. Okay, and then I'll paste here so that our projects will look identical. Okay, let's close this. Yeah, okay, so this will be the thing. So what we are right now we are going to do is we'll create same thing like this. We are going to create this thing first, so that will be like directly jump on our project. Okay, so here I'm creating that same thing. So for that I need one box, and for that I'm clicking on insert, then I'll click on shape and I'll click here. Okay, so I'll get the shape over here. I will reduce the size of this shape. 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, okay, so I created these 5 things here. Okay, now I'm ungrouping them. 1 2 3 4 5. I'll go to insert, I'll go to image. Now I have created this PhonePe and this icons that I'm going to share with you guys, and I'm clicking over here. Okay, so this is my logo will be here. Okay, then our first service option is insurance. So I'm going to insert here image as insurance. Okay, then I will again insert loans. I will insert money transfer, and I will insert recharge and bills. Now you can do this thing according to your convenience, whatever you wanted to show first, you can show like that. So I'm taking the insurance at here, then I'm taking loans, then I'm taking the money transfer, and at the last recharge and bills. You can do one more thing, you can reduce the size little bit so that you will get more space for your visuals. Now it's time to change the colors. So I am changing the color to purple. So I'll go to shape, shape, style, and we'll select a purple color here. Okay. Then next I will select purple but little lighter side. So I'll give this color codes in blog so you can pick from there. Okay. And but I told you how you can do this, and you can change the colors according to your convenience. Yeah, now it's changed. Now I know the color of this, so I'll select this. I'll go to style. I will select from here and click. Now here I can see there is some blue line over here. Okay, so I'll go to this shape, rotation, style, border. I will turn off. Okay. Okay, it's done. Then I'll insert the text here. Okay, in text I'll write insurance. For this project I'm using the Comic Sans MS as a font. Okay, you can change and you can use yours whatever you wanted to use, and making it bold. Okay, then I will move this in center and I'll move this here. And the color will be a white color, and I don't want a background color, so that's why I'm going into effects, turn off the background, and like this it will be here. Okay, so insurance, this is your PhonePe logo, this is your insurance. You can copy this block as it is. Insurance, this is your loans, LOANS. Then this is your money transfer, and last will be your recharge and bills. Okay, so like this you'll create your the dashboard, and this will be your base. Here I am adding the shadows. Yeah, so I think it's fine for now. Now we have created this important thing, which is our home, right? Where we are going to see everything. Now we'll add our first slicer, which is to date. Now before that, I need to load the data. Now I'm going to load the Excel workbook, where I'll go in my folder and I'll select the PhonePe final data set. Okay, and I'll click on open. So it will get load very easily because it's all Excel sheets. So I'll click on these options, click on the transform data. Okay, now we get everything over here, and just check the data type of everything. This is reason ABC, ABC. Yeah, this will be our date, this will be our amount, this will be our ABC again, text. This is ABC again, user ID, and this is again ABC transaction ID. Same with all users things, just cross check everything. Okay, age, join date, yeah, transactions, amount, user ID, service type, then payment status, reason, and the date. I think everything is sorted, so I'm just closing here and clicking on close and apply. Just after that, it will take time to load the data. Just let's wait for this thing. Okay, the data has been loaded successfully. Now let's go and let's create our first visual, which will be a date slicer. Okay, for that I'm going on this slicer and clicking on it. Okay, this will be our slicer. I'm hiding this filter for now, and in this slicer I'm going to add the value, which is I'll go to all transaction, because we are working on PhonePe, which is home page. Okay, now here I'm adding the date thing over here. Okay, now it is loading. Okay, so date thing is here, and we can work on this thing. So I'm increasing size of this, then I'm going to the visuals slicer setting. This is header. Here we can add text, which is date range. Then next I'm going to do is values. In values I'm increasing the size of values. Okay, and here I'm selecting our Comic Sans Hamas. Okay, same. What you can do is in slicer in text, again you can increase the size of this slicer text. Okay, okay, so this is very common problem I have seen with this. Whenever you'll work on this slider thing, the header will not get changed. So for that, what we can do is just turn it off. Okay, go to general, go to title, click on it and write date range, and it will work. Okay, then I'm taking it into the center. I'm changing the font to the Comic Sans. Okay, like this, and now this will be in work. Now what I'm doing is I'm going into visuals again, general, then I'm going effects and turning off the effects. Okay, and I'm adding shadows here. Now if you can see this, if I'm removing this background color is lighter one, and this color is little one darker one. So difference is this background, which is here, this is having something 46% of transparency, and I'm going to do same thing with this, and I'm writing here 46. Okay, so it will change the look. Okay, now it has changed. This is different. Okay, so this is our first visual that we have added here. Now we'll add the total amount, transaction amount. So what I'm doing is copy pasting over here. Okay, and instead of this I'm going to change this to the card. Okay, this is card. Now instead of date I wanted to add amount, so I'm adding amount here, sum of amount. Okay, this thing. Then I'm going into the visuals, and then call out value I'm changing to the millions, and this decimal points I don't want, so I'm removing it. Okay, keeping it 0. Then what I'm doing is I'm selecting the payment status over here and adding here, and in this I'm selecting successful one. Okay, why I added the filter over here? Because I wanted to show only the amount which is successfully transacted, right? I don't want to show anything which is not transacted, which is failed payment. So let's say if I am sending 500 rupees to someone, then it will be a transaction, right? But if it get failed, then it will not be a transaction. So like that. So this is I'm adding a transaction amount. So instead of data, I'm adding total transaction amount. Okay, and this sum of amount, this category label, I can turn it off like this. Or what we can do is the title, instead of title we'll copy this, we'll turn it off, and call out value, call out label. Okay, so instead of this I'm adding this, and here I'm adding 13 14, changing the font to Comic Sans, making it bold. Bold will not look good. Okay, then call out value, I'll go to this again, Comic Sans. Okay, now it will look different. Yeah, so this is our total transaction amount, which is I have mentioned over here. Okay, this will look like this. I want to reduce the size of this. We don't want this big because we wanted to add more visuals also, so I'm making it small. Yeah, this is the total amount that we have mentioned here. Number second will add over here, which will be total transactions. Okay, so for that I'll do what thing, I'll go to transaction ID, I'll put over here transaction ID, and in first I'll select the count thing, and I'll select count distinct. Okay, and as this is we have selected as a millions, so instead of I'll do thousands. Okay, so this will be your count of transactions. So here I'll mention total transactions. Okay, this is your total transactions. Okay, now we'll add payments. So these are total transaction that I have mentioned. I'll mention over here. Okay, so for this many amounts we have done this many transactions. Now we need to show how many successful transactions are there. Okay, so okay, let me remove this visual again, and we'll use this one only. Okay, so this is successful transactions, and here we need to add one filter. Okay, yeah, so this is total transaction, and I'm removing this. This will be total transaction. We have done 3,300 300k. Out of that 288s are successfully done. And now let's talk about the failed payments. Now, okay, how many failed payments will be there? So I'll remove this successful thing. I'll failed, insufficient, error, and this thing will add. Okay, so yeah, so these are the failed payments that we have seen here. Okay, now we need to add the reasons of this. Okay, for that I'll add a pie chart. Okay, now in pie chart what we'll add the reason. Okay, and again we'll add the reason over here. So this will be the reason, and this reason filter we will remove successful as an entry. Okay, so bank denied, insufficient amount, server error, wrong info, wrong pin. So this will be a distribution of our fail transactions. So here I'm like forget to change the transaction. So these are the failed transactions. Okay, these are total transactions, these are the successful. So now if you understand this thing, this is total amount, this is total transactions, this is successful transaction, these are the failed transactions. These four things we have created. Now let's change the everything from this. I'll go to here, legend. Yeah, we want this detail label. Yeah, we want this also, but the value size will be very low, 10. Yeah, it is there. Okay, like this it will be there. Then we want title, and the title will be, so you can move everything this side little bit so that that visual gets some space. Yeah, so like this we have created this thing. Now let's add the date versus amount thing. So for that I'll copy paste this thing over here. I'll create one graph over here. Okay, and here I'm adding what I'm adding. First of all, let's remove this thing from here. Okay, and in this add date. Oh, we need to change this to graph. So this is date and this is amount. In date, we need to remove date hierarchy and quarter, and instead of this will be on month basis. I'm changing this to a line graph. Okay, and in this line graph I'm changing some lines color which will be in our format, which is this one. Now let's change color for the slices also. So I'll go to slices, server error. Here I'll select this one. Okay, now next is our wrong pin. Here I will keep it as it is because it's going with color theme. Then I'm selecting insufficient amount, where I'll select something like this. They'll go to wrong info and we'll select this one, and next one is bank denied. I'll select this one. Yeah, so like this thing is also changed. Here you can do in properties, position and the padding thing. So you can add padding of 5 from top. So your title will not get attached with our border. Okay, so like this is the first thing. And next we'll add service versus amount. I'll add that. I'll just copy paste this visual. Now why I'm copy pasting this visual? Because the formatting will be as it is. So we have this much space for it. So here I am changing this to bar chart from here, and in this what I'm adding is, instead of date I will add, on x-axis I'll add service. Okay, and sum of amount is already there, and which is what is we want. Now in the columns I'll go and change the color to our theme color. Okay, and yeah, like this will be there. So this is your first page you have created. Obviously you will do formatting in this thing. Let me show you this properly. So like this you have created your first page where you have added first block, which is your date range. Once you change your date range, your values will also get changed. Then you added the total amount which has been transacted. Then you added successful transaction out of, sorry, then you added total transaction. Out of total transaction, how many are successful? 288k are successful. Failed is 12,000k. Sorry, 12,000. Okay, and next is your failed payment status reason, and here you will get to know which is higher. So this is your higher amount. Okay, so then this is your wrong pin, this is your server error, this is your insufficient amount, and these are the reasons stated here. Okay, like that you can show over here. Okay, if you click here like server error, then this total amount and the successful transaction will be blank because it's a failed amount. Okay, so how many server error amounts are there? So there are 4k transactions are there which has been failed because of the server error. Okay, if you are clicking here, so this is your bank denied. So how many? 1k are from bank denied. Then next is your insufficient amount. Lots of people will have insufficient amount, and that's why that transaction got cancelled or failed. Okay, like this you can do from here. This is very interactive. Then you can click on loans, how many are from loans, and these things. Like this you can do according to your convenience. Now this is the completion of one page. Now you need to work on this thing. For example, this is sum of amount, so you can change the name of this thing. So I'll go to visualization thing, and here I'll go to values. Okay, and in title I will mention here, this is auto, instead of file day amount, total amount. Okay, so here it's total amount. One more thing you need to do is you need to change our font to Comic Sans from values. Again here you need to select Comic Sans. Everywhere you need to select Comic Sans. Okay, here also we'll select the Comic Sans. Yeah, next is values, Comic Sans. Okay, why is there title Comic Sans? Yeah, we have selected this one also, right? Like this you can do for everything. Here also you can do, you can select Comic Sans. Yeah. So I changed everything to the Comic Sans text, and I think this will help us to complete this first page. Now, most important thing is we are going to do. First is I'm going to create one more page. Okay. So I'm creating this as a home page. I'm duplicating this page, and here I'm writing insurance. Again, I'm duplicating page, and here yeah, I am writing LONS loans. Okay. Now we have created 5 tabs over here. Now our duty is to link these pages with this menu. Okay, now I'll do this thing. So first of all, let's select the boxes. Okay, and let's create the group of this thing first. So I'm grouping these things. So this is background. Okay, and this is logo. So first of all, I'm selecting logo, then I'm selecting the text, and then I'm selecting the background, and I'm grouping these things. Okay. Yeah, so everything is grouped. Now we need to add button over here so that will be get to the next page. For that I'm going to insert. Okay, I am expanding the menu over here and going on buttons and just click on the blank thing. So this is the button. Okay, so I have clicked here and see, this is our button. Okay, and I'm taking this to the insurance thing. Okay, so I take on insurance. Now I can action, we can click on action and turn it on from here, and I can create a page navigation option over here, and destination, for example I'm doing for insurance, so I'm clicking on insurance. Okay, so like this I will copy this thing here. Okay, now in insurance, so we already at insurance, then I'm clicking on loans, clicking here at loans, then going to money transfer, copy pasting this thing insurance, and copy pasting on recharge and bills. So what will happen, for example I'm on recharge and bills, and if I click on insurance, so I'll go to insurance back. Okay, if I'm on money transfer, I'm clicking on insurance, so I'll go up back to insurance thing. So like this it will work. Okay, and that's why we are adding the buttons. Now let's do same thing for others thing also. For example I am adding here for insurance, right? So same thing we can copy paste here and add for the loans thing, and action I will change it to the loans. Then again in insurance copy paste loans. In loans we cannot copy paste that because it will not show option for the same page. Okay, so I'm leaving loan for loan. Then in recharge again I'm copy pasting the loans. Okay, now again we'll go back here, we'll paste same thing here, and I'll click on the money transfer thing. Okay, so I'll go to money transfer. In action we'll select the money transfer. Okay, and it's done. Clicking here, insurance money transfer, loans money transfer, money transfer we can't do that thing, so I'm clicking over here recharge and bills. Okay, now let's do the last thing, which is recharge and bills. I'll go to action, select recharge and bills from here. Yeah, so I'll copy this thing here. Now we'll do for the home page. Okay, so I'm taking this to home page thing here. Action, going to recharge and bills, and from that I'm taking to home. Okay, and copying this to the loans. to the money transfer and to the recharge and bills. Okay. Now everything is sorted. If I click on insurance, I'll redirect it to insurance page. I'm clicking on money transfer, I'll redirect it to money transfer. If I'm clicking on recharge and bills, I'll get redirected to recharge and bills. If I'm clicking on logo, then I'll redirect it to home. So in this way, you can create the buttons. Now wanted to one thing, if you can observe, I don't know whether you will be aware, this border is there, gray color border, so I'll remove for all, and then we'll work on our second page, which will be our insurance. Okay, now let's talk about next page, which is insurance. Okay, so for insurance, what we'll create, same thing will be there, 5 things will be there, right? And we are talking about insurance. Okay, now here we'll be adding the date thing, date range. Okay, then what we'll do, we'll add here one more tab, which is total amount. Okay, you can add total transaction also, but I am adding here total amount of premium. Premium means the cost of that insurance. Okay, that is premium, means monthly payment means premium, so that we are adding. Then here we'll add a payment status thing. Okay, then we'll add here failed payment status reasons. Failed payment reasons. Okay, this one. Then what we'll do here, we'll add one small graph of amount versus month. Okay, something will add here, and then last thing will be, so under the transactions, so under the total under the services, so under the insurance there will be a sub insurance, like there will be term insurance, car, car, bike, and health. Okay, so we'll add this one here, and here we'll add transactions, total transactions. Let's say here 12k transactions are there, here 15k transactions are there, here 70k option are there, 18k options are there. So like this it will be there, and here we'll mention amount. Okay, so amount can be anything, let's say 110k, here 70k, here 128k, something 90k. So this will be our second page where we are going to work on. Okay, so let's go to our project. Now this is the copy of first page, so I am removing unnecessary things that we don't want here. This I am removing, this one I am removing, this we don't want, this one also we don't want. This I am putting here because our structure, according to structure, we are going to see this thing. As we talked about, we have starting with date range. Now if you go to data, see, this is for all transaction. We don't want all transaction, we want insurance table date, so I am adding insurance table date here. Okay, so it will get changed. This I am removing. Okay, so this is insurance date. In visuals, I'll go here, and I'm slider I'm adding between. Yeah, it's changed. Then total amount, so we don't want from transactions, so I'll go in insurance, and I'll add here premium. Okay, so this will be a premium, and in this sum of premium, okay, I'm adding here total amount. Okay, so this is your amount, total amount, how much you have transacted. Here you can change the value from million to thousands, okay, like this, or you can keep in millions, and here from you can change the decimals also, okay. So this is fine. This was our main thing. Then we wanted to do a fail payment thing. So there will be two things. First of all, payment status. So this is payment status, okay. I'm adding here. So reason I am removing payment status, I am adding over here, okay. Count of reason I am removing. So this is your payment reason, okay. I think in filters this payment status is there. This thing is I am removing from this graph, okay, because we have copied from old page, that's why the filter are coming here. So I'm removing those all filters. Here also the filter will be there, so I'm removing all the filters, okay. Now failed payment reason, this thing we need to change, and this is will be only a payment status. This name will be a payment status. So I'll go here, then I will go to the general here, and I will write here payment status. So this is payment status, okay. We'll change the colors because we have our own color scheme. This is successful color, in that I'll put this color, and in unsuccessful and failed we are putting with this color or this one, yeah. Now it's evident, okay. Now this failed payments reasons, it's are from all transactions, so I'll remove this, okay. I'll remove this, and I will use insurance. So here we need to show premium status, sorry, payment status, and the reason thing. So I'm adding reason over here and reason over here. So it is showing what is the issue of the reason, okay. And in reason insufficient, yeah, it's everything is fine. So we are selecting this, and I'm removing this thing, okay, yeah. So in reason I'm adding one more column, and here I'm removing successful and keeping this three things: wrong pin, server error, and insufficient amount, okay. And from here I am changing the colors of the slices again. So here you just select your first slice, change the color. So these are the three things that you need to take care of, okay. So we have created this. Now most important part will come, okay. So this is date versus amount again. We want for the transaction, we don't want for transaction, so I am removing date and amount from here, and I am adding date from here and amount from here, yeah. So year I will remove, quarter I will remove, and keep it as a month, okay. Sum of premium. And I'll change the type of graph, and from here I'll select lines color as a purple, okay. So this is first thing we need to do. We have done it, and the next thing is wanted to add one chart, okay. That chart will be a bar graph where I will change the colors again, but before that I need to change the values, okay. So premium, and instead of date we'll add insurance type, okay. So buy car, term life, and health, we go get this. Then after that I'll change the values, not values, color. Then I'll go to the general thing. I will remove the background, I will remove the effect, I will remove the title, header icons, tooltips, I'll remove everything. And now I know this is buy car, term life, and health, so I'll add or insert the image over here. So this is image, I'll go to my icons, I'll add bike over here, this is bike. Then I'll insert car, then I'll insert next one is our health insurance, and one more insurance will be there, life insurance, okay. Now you can select from here here, and x-axis values, title, y-axis values, title. Just make it off. So this is your bike, this is your car, this is your term, this is your health. Okay, and then now what we'll do, we'll add the transactions here. So first of all, let me select these things, insert text over here. Okay, I'll write here total transactions. Effects, background I don't want. I'll copy this card, paste it over here, go to effects, category label I am removing, general, header icon I am removing, effects, background I don't want, shadow I don't want, visual, category value, I need this is as 20, I want it here. Okay, and let's check the values. What values are this? So this is total amount of insurance, and I don't want is total amount only. I want it's for bike, here bike. So I'll add here we have insurance type. I'll add as a filter and I'll select only bike. Yeah, it's done. Yeah, that's it. This is for bike. I need to change the color of this value to this thing. Yeah, or to this thing. Yeah. Now what you can do is just copy paste over here. We'll copy paste this title, we'll keep it here and we'll write amount. So I think you get it. It's very easy. So what we has done, this is a kind of insurance type segregation we have done, where we are writing about total transactions we have done and the amount they have transacted through that transactions. Okay, so this is the thing. Now I need to change the values for here, like this is for car, so I'll go to filters and instead of this bike I'll select the car. From this thing, instead of bike I'll select the term insurance, and from here instead of bike I'll select the health insurance. Now if you have observed, these values looks almost similar because this data is generated by ChatGPT. Okay, whenever ChatGPT will generate the data, what you can do is just delete few rows so that that balance will be there, means few things will be low, few things will be high. Otherwise the flat graph will, like for example here it's not flat, right? But if it is generated by ChatGPT directly, then it will look like a flat. So I hope you understood this second page also. Now we'll look at third page, and which will be our last page. After that, whatever it will be there, you will create those two pages. I am going to tell you for the loans, remaining money transfer and recharge and bills, you can do it. I'll tell you what to do, what not to do, because I have created that project already, and I'll share the all resources with you, so don't worry about it. Okay, now whatever we have created for the insurance, same thing will create it for loans. Only the thing will change, which is the symbols or these icons. Remaining everything will be same, because in loans also it's almost same. Everything will be same, the question and the requirement is same, so everything will be same. Just the thing will change, which will be this type. Okay, this here it's a insurance type. In loans it will be a loan type. Okay, so what I'm doing, I am just going to the loans. Okay, and the date range is here, so I am changing the data. Instead of all transactions, we'll use the date from loans. Yeah, get it? Second, we'll do for this thing, total amount. So I'm copying from here, visual, and pasting here. Okay, and in loans I am adding the loan amount over here. So we'll go to visualization and I'm adding loan amount, or here I'm adding total amount directly. Okay, okay, so this is our total amount which is here. Okay, in insurance also we had that thing, right? And now what I'm doing is I'm taking the payment status, copying it on loans. So I'm copying it here, and in loans, okay, so we need a payment status. So just payment status, just remove this count of payment status, just removing, just add this payment status here and this payment status here. Okay, just go to your visualization, go to slices. In slices for successful, change the color. Yeah, this is your payment status. Again, go back to the insurance failed payment reason, just copy it and just paste it here over here. Yeah, and here you can use this thing which is your reason. Okay, and I'm just putting it reason, and count of reasons will be here. Okay, it's not showing the visuals because we have filter here, so I'm removing this filter. And in reason, so this is, so I'm adding bank denied, server successful I am removing, and wrong info. So this will be your final graph for this. So like this is your thing is done. Now next is our chart, date versus amount thing. Okay, and how you can use it, just paste it in loans. Okay, and here instead of insurance, so remove insurance from here, just go to loans, add date over here, and here add our loan amount. Okay, and instead of year, quarter, just keep it in month. So it will be like this. You need to go here in lines and change the color to your purple. Okay, very easy, super easy. Now go to insurance. Again, you can copy each and everything from here. Okay, and just paste it in loans. Okay, so here we need to change it from insurance type. Instead of insurance type, we'll add loan type over here, and here we'll add loan amount. Yeah, this thing. And for now we'll add the values. Okay, so these are the gold loan, auto loan, mutual fund, and credit score. For that, what I'm doing, I'm going to here add image. Okay, and I'm adding gold loan. So yeah, that's it. Then I'll copy the transaction, which is this amount. Okay, copying it and pasting it in loans. Okay, and here what I'm doing, I'm just checking out the filter. See here, bike filter and this thing I'm removing. And instead of total amount from insurance, I will add total amount from our loans. I'm adding here. Okay, sum of amount. I'm going here, call out value. Okay, 0. Okay, this is fine. Then I'll add the loan type again here. Okay, and here I'll select the gold loan because this one is gold loan. Okay, then I'm copy paste same thing here. And select credit score, and that's it. This is your next page, which is your loans. Okay, now one more thing you can do for the safety thing, not safety thing means for more information, because the person who will see this dashboard first time, no, he'll not able to understand what is this icons. So I'm adding it gold LON, gold loan. Font size will be around 10.5. I'll be adding this thing over here. Yeah, that's it. Same you can do with insurance thing. Okay, so in insurance you just go here, add bike. This will be your bike insurance. car, bike, term life insurance, health insurance. Okay, and from here you can see this. Okay, now one more last thing I wanted to tell you before closing this, which is, so whenever you are clicking on insurance, then this insurance box should get colored to this thing, this dark purple. So what I'll do, I'll go to style, in fill, I'll select this dark purple. In this color, I'll use the color that we have used for this thing. Yeah, so basically the meaning of saying this thing, let's say if you are at home, you are clicking on insurance, then that button should be on insurance. Yeah, like this. That color should shift. Okay, like this will do for loans and money transfers. So basically what we'll do, we'll go to loans, we'll select the loans box. Okay, we'll go to shape. Okay, style, color, and from here we'll paste it, we'll select this color. Okay, and from here we'll select the normal color that we are using for other boxes, and it's done. Okay, so like this you can do this thing. Okay, and I'm going to provide you the actual project, so I'm showing you actual project. So this is the actual project. Okay, so our first page that we have created will look like this. Okay, second will look like this that we have created. Okay, third will be like this, so everything will be there. This also we have created. Fourth will be a money transfer thing, which is this one. Okay, so in money transfer something is different, which is the icons are not there. So okay, here the icons were there, right? These icons were there, transactions, amount and everything. In money transfer I didn't add. I wanted to show something different, that you can do this thing also. Whatever you wanted to do, you can do according to that. Okay, see this thing, I have added the graph only, this payment status, failure status, and this thing. Then recharge and bills. In recharge and bills, again I have used that same template. So you can do according to this thing, and you will get everything resources on the blog I have written down, where you will find the blog where everything is written down, and in downstairs means ekdam at the end of the blog you will find every resources related to this project, including your icons, then your data sets and other things. Okay, and also I'll provide the prompt also. Okay, so I hope guys you understood the whole project, how it is going to work, how you need to create to it. I hope you guys understood this project and you will implement this project in your resume for sure.